Who are here doing prison service, fire service, police service, Ghana Armed Forces? Womu kwa eduma no pebia womu di ayem hihye ene kwa eduma womu suro because say oman yetimi abɔ modern asɛe sɛ eduma no sɛ politician dia eti police ni kwa eduma suro enami kwei wan hwa na de betome ne sɛ bibia ye basa. And I want to encourage my brothers and sisters in the police service, the fire service. Come to the prophetic business conference, empowerment conference, our UPSA. Men share uniform, shefiata de come and listen. Sikaki to ebine kuta 2,000 Ghana. No, you can start something. There's no big beginning in this world. If you go to us, say, "Samene da na me pe egunumua." Eye spam kitwa bi so kitwa bi, e na obefa ato ne yam. Na kwa na wodi anim na wodi na close na afia anyem na wawo aseda ama me second one your friend say inshira juju na wawo juju ama me because junior no juju ne junior etimene no mama mienu eye small spam kete spam kete. So that's all. Anytime you see a billionaire in this world, ask him or her his beginning. Nobody starts big. Everybody in this world starts small. Even Jesus on a nyankopon bano or shall say as a carpenter before he became a savior. Whether in or wherever, but Jesus is the biggest and the most famous person in this world. But see, prophetic business summit, a empowerment conference. Open up your brain. Now absorb what it is. It's police for, fire service for, immigration officers, anyone. Let's go there. Maybe more about maybe I started and say, now auto madros and kakaka on the boot where die. From car boots, we want some yes small shop be. Small shop, we want some kakaka no waje store. Next store no free ba ko akomienu. Na wo ko anim kakra, we want some ni ba ahoso na wo ko China ba. Miri wajai. Say the tima ende. Ni kunu be he no. And $100 na sa. Wadi? Man kwatra. First na minji ni se obi se ode 1,000 Ghana cedis there starting business. But Enra, at the conference, I believed it. I believed it. Huh? My ama kaso adin kokon ketenkete ba no ye na yesre but bisasa kokon ketenkete policy no every one day I'll tell you who proposed it. And kokon ketenkete. Sesi ya me no ka say sameton kokon 20 ekogu Tantra Hills fie ho na afia be ma na ni so no na bosome miensa enkokon 20 obi anwu tiger nchi bi awe na enkokon 20 ni obi aye kese a afia be kwa akota kokon sikere ya de beto akokon 150 Ghana cedis ewa achimota market ho no sa 150 Ghana times 20 sa sikere be ba be she moto be sin yen ko prophetic business conference no. They will teach you how to use 1,000 Ghana to start a business. Eti enyumre ye hia obesin yenko. Eti hwede we are fire service. Fire service in penny for munye nipa boni. Initially I thought say ya bemu penny for the influence over say muni adwen. I'm being real and frank. Muni adwen. Fire service in penny for muni adwen. Guy here or Bafia here fire service PR your friends and king. MPP time. I remember very well 2022. King inti a whole interior ministry a meeting. King. Fire service PR no. On 2022 October. The whole interior ministry led by Derry when we meeting. I was a branch and said King or NDC. mo bia fa hwe nkwa Ashanti Regional Minister sabia buru sabia nyado ani die kwan so obuo kwan so fire service mpanifo munyansa akofom fire service mpanifo anti bi fa chame hwe wo munyansa akofam King October 2022 wo me meeting about this young guy so I end this nti wo munyinadi from the fire service na me interview ni da. It's the first interview with Ken was in February 2023. This young man. Now, yes, so this ni chicken in Samanko to an extent, sir. June 2024, yeah, tell me they warned him not to come on my show. Meboa, 5 service in penny for Meboa. When him say 5 service at Arena was share. Mimi Shebi, Emma, Yatiti Shebi, no. He was queried. Yeah, man, query. Say, yeah, NDC station. And ono baha. And a yamana, wako catcher, the senior fire officer, said chief fire officer. So, on my entire be share, Eti Ambrose Daddy, am I a query akway? Ya query no. Ya friend cheated him, and it's on my own, yeah. TV4 Captain Smart and then Crawford and Tadia share. Now other stations that one year drama MPP no one more movie answer. This guy was queried so you end this thing. You guys, what is wrong with your head? It's when you see Kakra ma wase so a wobon krono. Ashime, how Cain is being treated. Mafia, your friend branch here will interior ministry. A friend of fire service in penny for him say on the my information about fire service. The son say on your TV, Pesa or Pam MPP Anna King or NDCD and on my information. Move from into from. From May or say June 2024 by fear, he was warned not to come here again. Njoma Habium. Adentra, yes, so NDCD. Eti, one man of crying, man in Quabon Tenko Casa. Now, fire service in penny for letter no much or more apologize to Ashanti Regional Minister. No, and PR directorate in a show, a chief fire officer, Yabo Dinfo from, and I will apologize. Kino Ebony May. A bunch of web bra what bra when people zano. Any bra what bra when this is. I just don't get it. And to get back in, more come and talk him. Says yes, I transfer. You guys are not fire service in penny for Munyansa from Munyansa of fam. Bra branch here where that TV so a bre oh kroma. Many on only major that me kind. Ye koko di fufu wa yewa. Ye di fufu no wie no. Na ye say ye kofi. Na ye kodi nkomo. Ah, me kwa no wa kojira le catch na osu. This guy was weeping like a baby. And I'm saying, Ken, Ade, I say, Captain. Me to say, me boss biya humia. Me chia kwa omo njeme so. Ade, I say, I see me end this thing. Me person MPP co-position. Inti me boss as the committee na. Ye pese e be hwe omo nim kwa na bone be na maye. Adwuma ne na essay and I'm a person me boa na adwuma ne yeyi because ye ni car ye ni tender ye ni hwe. My job is to make sure say as the PRO enema betimi ayeyi eto da ye de betena na oyire ne ho atwa ntro to make the MPP look good, but me mpeni phone hu dia me ye they don't appreciate what I'm doing. I feel like resigning. I'm saying, Ken, that should be the last thing a say about dream. So I called Major. I'm saying Major bra. You monko. And I'm saying, King, okay? We resign this year, and you will be in Hobinia Saku who drew na. But for any to abaya na odum ja wo city house a office be hwe fom se pra na ntrima bie mienu na wawu obi baba fisuro sa paja adenta ese sa atwede na abaya ni gina so no a expire atwede no edade awe na che odo obetimi akọ atwede no awe na che eti wujira so enye ye na obi baba a wawo foforo sa na mete ye e bia na nyampa but the bottom line is that abaya fisuro be hwe fom wuyi na we fisuro abehwe fom pepra na wawu na busu fa kotua 5,000 fire service penny for the interior ministry you go to 50 million 5,000 $1,000 in po 5,000 no makwa kotua no we Mr. King for when you told that lady, that innocent beautiful woman who died, I said, Captain, but it's still difficult for me. You don't know what I'm going through. I can't tell you because you are a broadcaster, you are a journalist. Maybe you go on air and say it. You have no idea what I'm going through in the hands of these MVP guys. I said, no, King, relax. Relax. Then this first one, must say, King, throw BB. Eti, no more kwa post or 2012, 2013. Time on your fire service ni. Be our choice. You cannot punish me because of my choice. Be our interest. You don't have to punish me because of my interest. And I'm saying, what can I fire Nina? Oh, dum ja, eja tone more she ye wu ya no. O se me kai pa. Me say for when it to sa nipa no. And keep advocating for the National Fire Service. This guy kept weeping like a baby. Now, so ma. Me pesa me body. Me friend, Major General Pompe Pra, the former CDS. Me friend no meeting them say offer. No say captain that day. I say what friend me bebre me meeting them say offer. Me pesa only Ghana National Fire Service PRO kasa. Or say send the number mama me friend. But me will meet them so meeting I will not even bother to send the number to him. And I left it. You know what I did, Peter? I called a friend to come to my house. And so I did to summer hat and I said, me, Major, any if I say King. And I'm shared that resi conversation. Because now I'm sending the message that and or tap into how I raised the issue just to cool down this guy. What you say do, baby? Ne car or team? Na fire service for man ne car on one ne car or yusu and another they call a fire scene and they call them ja as a PRO. Now one day okodum ja na car kakwem na ye pia Ghana National Fire Service PRO. Ne car ne ye pia. Me we are the papa Mecca, we are Bonnie and Mecca. This is me. Not this innocent guy, Peter. No one friend me. Say captain, me car kakwem. Cause for friend the boss we are umfi. Hey, King, and then I make answer mo ya job. Me feel nsu ya fix it. There's no problem with my water. Me share that friend say me here nsu. Say I fire service for mo di nsu ko. And I say, me train on friend penny for. That time, na MPP da power am say aha say na danfo ene Captain Smart NDC for me ntu opensuo e de akoma Captain Smart Penimu a fire service friend beside say since when did Captain Smart become your friend na the branch here who say person two abai no and today he's your friend really king eh me fresh 732 me rem feed that ebo 1144 and sansuo ni ba because they thought say king or you this name. This is the same guy a fire service in Yare Kwada hospital not in the bush market to Yakwa hospital enya ba ko enya mienu second time men na koi maybe 2,500 and said here fire service in from hospital na fire service in penny for no way. He's been so passionate about this job. Ghana for yetiase say me on say me kura me ba me studio na me kan kwasem anope ba me dwa me nima asama ye krokro asam na say enti me dwom hampen for say o ma hu say dem te and I me intro by heart who say ma send no bibi ma type asene atro me din wase a na che say me koro no ti me ntantro adano me ni Nicholas any efo ye bon komo e ba ye studio ye and efo say Captain just write and copy me. Nicholas say hey Captain don't write or say efo you don't know when he put this on paper there's trouble. I don't just write me am studio kra me timu ye adwuma me boot me fu no make come adwen a chemi de na pay for me bo na Pato ma yimedi ya pam me eto da me am ye show no bi wie na say ka chem say asemasi ne ye bo kire me a eto da na me am ne awuo me tirim cause I no hye but antiama Mr. Nuama Shandoff Nicholas Mr. Ma they would not sack me. They kept holding me as a baby. Eto da ye committee na yire so na antibi say boss antiama hwe antibi star bi o hwe no bia me I keep observing na antibi aka say munyare mame and this woman that's why I'm saying that if you have me tie you won come call da me catch am ne plane media journal we come jai da cause me kwatre fia common ne me e yire so am ton Tantra Hills die no me ton $5 million na me the 4 million ato treasury bill na me the 1 million ato card so pa me na me kro no e hia me da e common de me ne me ma ne me yire ensi but until you have a very nice way she will cool me down. There was a day I was sorry for na konya so me hage me o say Captain I am with you. Yes, you will make mistakes. I will correct you. Organization be there should be somebody like Beatrice Ajeman. You think so on Chubenim? I thought of I don't know so from Kwajo, na me was okay and that trouble. Me yantes antibi di Kwajo na chasa asama ba. Otimi frami Chubenim se di nua ketwa. O frami bona mabaso sa oni me ye adwuma. Baby a trouble one antibi yimi ma. Onye Mr. Nuama onyimi ma da. Mr. Ma onyimi ma. Atiama losi onyimi ma Shandoff nyimi ma Nicholas nyimi ma. Eno na cho se nipa ena me ye adwuma wo mase kini ye den am se ma transfer no so on fin kran on kotema okoye den Huh? And Peter, John Mahama is not happy about the transfer of the guy. By the National Fire Service, you don't know. You think you are satisfying who? Fire Service for Mufi Samoye, Penifona Muguano, Mufi Samoye day. More satisfied when John Mahama. But Mahama is not happy about it. Huh? Mahama not yet more Jaika. So who do catch all? No yet more Jaika. Or a gentleman, but where do you need from so? And Bonnie Bay, what say? Ashanti Regional Minister, what say the Mufu ye, and now Odisa the Bubefu. Because Ashanti Regional Minister or a medical doctor or a fire officer, enti now nim the NTA fire tender si ho, na nsuo nim na da si ho. Say wo twa abrochire se wo mu kodum ja, wo timi ja one fire tender si ho. Sa tender no say enyire so na ekoba say fire tender ba akoba no ntimi mpompi nsuo a na we releasing nsuo no from that tender to the station tender na wo timi adum ja no. You can't blame the Ashanti Regional Minister. Nobody can blame him. Nobody can blame the Ashanti Regional Minister. I will not blame him. He's a politician. And he needed to do what? Everyone say as a politician, he needed to do something. He is willing to work for them. So put the Ashanti Regional Minister somewhere. Don't sit somewhere and blame the Ashanti Regional Minister. And yes, he did what the PRO said. He was right. But your PRO no come on me. O say yen tete mu ne dudum ja. Me say ja to fie. Na me hey ja bedum. Boni be no ye. Adena Ghana Fire Service mpanyfo mo tro apology letter enkoma mo workers no mo personnel na wo munya breathing apparatus and them to say jano dentina Fire Service mpanyfo Montreal apology letter and come that innocent woman now official because of expired ladder was now obi baba if you sura beshu from papa then the tribe bie no wu and with the Fire Service in penny for munim nyansa ye dey true apology letter mba. Why were you apologizing? Why did you apologize? Ashanti Regional Minister did not request for any apology. What Ashanti Regional Minister did, say, this matter, maybe I will do worse. Me Ashanti Regional Minister, Honorable, your friend say, I'm a Frank, I would have done worse than what you did. Me, I'm telling you, sir, and you see, what did he do? Ashanti Regional Minister, Ekofa, old post, will be a postie, and not trust, say, my brother, you were a politician than something, than a civil servant. You see, it is because these things were written years back. It is a say, huh? Stories are me about John Mahama 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. So we kofa na odeba 2021, 2022, 23, 24. Now me say Mahama e correct chan Akufo-Addo na. Does that mean that me end this ni? I no chance me end this ni. But I know chance me end this year na. Ana dia me year 2022, 23, 24. Emma MPP equal position no. E chance me yedey. Time na me born na do abaso. From 2017 eba no. Na me ye hwan ni. Me ye madwuma yen jai say ye di hu e hye nkrofo ye adwuma mu and hey when him say ye civil servant he teacher kojo sasa na friend no look at how MPP4 pam abrante from Ghana Education Service. Why video baby ochra de school there no ochra de wo mu no school there na bubu tan eso apa hwini ho eti teacher kojo instead say panimu bi be hunu nyansa e wade a teacher kojo ye ni mu na wa ko fix school die no na wa apologize to teacher kojo ya hunu sa nyansa no ba ye pamu teacher kojo adentira oye NDC di oye politics. Fire service in penny for Mogumu when him as Madam Ayedewaba. If you don't know, I'll tell you. King came to my house. I don't want to say this, but I'll say it. Madam, King ba me fie. Peter, you know what he came to tell me? Osio, se no share obia owo. Ejumano at heart. Owa kuma papa. Na odwene. Fire service for one. Ejumaya for one. Eye mami. This guy came to my house. I give a wolf for phone here. It is Captain, which shall never say king. Me be show as morning show host. Beside this in penny for. Me from now and far, me from you. And let me say this: be a chile what to name now. Che no does. Be a tum. Eh? Bisa Sami Jemfi, Almighty Sami Jemfi. Me amene ne koba. Oba show you so. Or yeah, NDC 360. Let me call the show so. Bisa say if he die ye to aba. I mean, you declare ye be seen ne. My friend, how many times? My friend just last week. Na me bisa the BB. I will be a cancer or no aka. And I'm a friend and Bisano so main cancer and one of Bisam my friend. What would you want my buying? Let them go ahead. What when you met me here? We wish them well. The best. I want this NDC to succeed. But when we didn't cross some Mecca. And I'm a catcher king and say, me to Sakwa. Me throw no one far, me throw bium. And I mean for some pesca, me for some hurry. Opa fat, opa jai. And also no, Captain, there be a obenya NDC ni penny mubiano. Captain said, Mammy, we in a bit of a jumano. Would you must me catcher no? With all due respect to the woman, I'm not castigating, I'm not maligning you. But Captain said, no, ye per fire office obey me to Mirka. Mammy no sondo. This is what I told King. And I can't catch him and say, Captain, you have no idea about our job. It is not about some minister and that's all, sir. And you nyansa and when it trim so bar, now say, what can I say to say, Auntie me? And then, we will try apology letter. Say, Uncle, because of can they say, and Father Day and Nunja. And is he wrong? Is King wrong? Pacho, King. Or you're wrong, so can't say you're fed the numja. Dede the dumja. Hey, Peter, who kwa Ashanti Regional? Nya Ashanti Regional, Bronga Hafo. Kwame Nkrumah, fire hydrant see ho. Sa fire hydrant no. These same politicians are share. MOBS container esiso. 85 service for a hydrant no. Jo am go for pickers, mattok. Shovel, spade, no muko tutu. A boost container ni tugu, and so much me identify fire hydrant no. Kokumase, baby ejai people are not ashamed to say. Na fire service for they have to travel 5-10 kilometers to go identify a fire hydrant before they could get water. Meanwhile, just less than 50 meters, Peter, na fire hydrant ni patte so. Eton ade. Pacho, time na a judge fire service, 10 and about to be in. Even the president himself said it, say, now they didn't have access. Why did you blame King? King, man resign it. I'm telling you as a brother, stay. King, stay, don't move. MPP wo almost we NDC. So now NDC aba, no almost we MPP there. It means you are doing something right. King, stay. Stay. Don't resign. If nobody will appreciate you, those of us at Onuya TV, Onuya FM, Onuya Group, Media General, we will continuously appreciate you. Say fire hydrant, Peter, TV no. Obvious today so. I find the fire officers. Have you apologized to these officers? Madam. Fire hydrant, you go concrete. Egusono. What 2 tiles were whole. Where you find broken tiles. 85 officers kuta. Pickers, shovel. One more year, one more sesa, one more fire hydrant. And I find you to from share. Kwabrani egu concrete eguso. Madam Lydia or Madam Juan, when you just came, have you apologized to these officers? You guys should bat down your goddamn heads in shame. You are a disgrace to the profession. All of you at the top. Who appreciate you? Women cannot be a cowards. What do you say? You are satisfying John Mahama. John Mahama is not interested in this stupidity. John Mahama called Ashanti Regional Minister Bufu Yano. Look at how he repackaged the whole thing. Now Ashanti Regional Minister Janechi. Peter, mami kasa mo John Ashanti Regional Minister Kurano, on pedeso da, say be transfer king, and they be di king any, onya, on the king be din komo. Onya, on the be bon komo. Because these same fire officers, na kwa Ashanti Regional Minister Oko Kachen say, the whole region, I can't 10 5. And this was on the 6th of March. 6th March, Ashanti Regional Minister nearly wept. Eka sank or drop it tears. And Okache almost say, I will officially inform the Interior Minister to fix your challenges. Nasa jato, you know, Cecilia Metiri, Sameiri wu, Nami Bewa. Do you know the pressure, Beba Miso? Do you know what I can do? Samete Cecilia, Medru Fia Meiri wu. Mebe why say ya anti bi kura be me amede mabetwe be won moma so me na muni akope baby akoto because at that material moment what is going through my mind you have no idea. Do you know what fire officers go through? Na ojina edum wekwa edum PZ na odum ja na onya access nkodum ja. Do you know what was going through their minds? Obi te chwa because of fire service for omuni madwa. Fire service crowd my bon omunim de omo ye at that material moment we ma make catch Peter cantonment no fire officer na osunu enye hero na ne girlfriend shop na ehye fire officer na osu ma yentime numja oboasa na ne girl shop ehye. No, I could do cantonment who doom ja. Now, get a friend pa shop. Every again, cross sock a tonka crack. Fire service or money wet. What part the fire service in the bad here? One money wet. One money trot. God remember. One money trot. One money sick a fiat so when. Akwayi susa say na ne girlfriend shop want me enum jalo abaye tonfo say na on a socket fire din kakra. Do you know what they go through? Wuni ma dey koso o ma dream. Do you know what go through their minds? Ghana for to be surrender fire for do jadi totobo ebomo. Me pacho madam fire officer, have you apologized to them? A chef a chanebra, a chana ashino, a chano as a fire officer way. So union or set away and a just shin say, Madam Fire Officer, Senior Chief Fire Officer, have you apologized to this officer? Her fire officer, who or Boissy? What do you apologize to the family? Call a damn question fire officer, sir. A good king no, Obama fear be an ammunition be any bonkoma. But once the phone I ring it. Adanya fire officer be a Peter. A just shino we pra or that them a common tenor na of Rabranti sopiska. Ye di fufu na JB wo ho. Ye buy fufu sa GH boy ondi fufu. Yet was I said that you are told you are any ye buy fufu a bank quite a cranty kakra or train kakra and then came your so paponche was so crowd pay your money. I don't know. King also crowd pay your money to throw a fusono. A brand say ya point you my dear fufu. Yet was I see Jato baby or the captain mean to me did it. Now my dear be so chain and a race Chris and a Ross Cross. And then fire tender, then jatum. It's a captain mean to me to Adrian so. Pacho Meko. William Jentia made me fucking a bear me, Peter. I realized that the guy was victimized for no wrongdoing. Me you didn't because I say Oba Captain Smart to show so. Now I said no, I branch away. Me my own 10 tonda. And I'm a can't tell me home. It's in yes, sir. Then Adam for me. He didn't know me from Adam. But I realized that king about me show so and you're victimizing. No, you didn't need our fire service. Adam. It's a fire service for me, Yanipa. Share a generation fire service for me, young quiet call. Hey, once I me best studio ha. Akonya me tisu sese me chi na ya me ya to wa hwe kina kra me madwuma wa ya kra me ma because I ba me Pentecost platform me so me can't person person presiding at our studio ha once me kra me be wura ha na mani abre na me kasa me hwa la fia microphone si so wa je say me nim but they tell say sabi bedru ha na bibia na me ho mete because ma boboa me ho say me be djuma abeye djuma na fei fa service for ejato o ma to tender na ka for madam chief fire officer fa okase ye djuma kase. Now, fire tender, Ashanti Region, Aka 5. Have you apologized to the people of Ashanti Region? Why don't you come out, madam, fire chief, fire officer? When this guy was jumping from one office to the other, telling people to appoint you. You have been in the system for God knows how long, and you know the problems of these innocent firefighters. And then you come and then what are you trying to do? Who are you trying to satisfy? I am telling you, madam, Interior Minister Mubarak Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka, he is so interested in that stupid transfer, that stupid apology you wrote. Muntaka is not interested. If you think you are trying to massage and garnish and flex some people's egos and satisfy somebody, that was rubbish. The Ashanti Regional Minister is not interested. He needed no apology for whatever. Because Frank Amoakwene, his primary responsibility is to solve the problem. It is not an apology. John Dramani Mahama is not interested in that rubbish apology you wrote. Let me tell you, plain. Eh? Ghana Fire Service, helicopter Dudumja, Sankaya Wobia, Ankaja Kabedum, Kabashisa. Madam, you are not apologizing to us. Eh? Obia Bakaso Captain Mamene Bayenche, Anne, but I'm talking about the institution. She is the head now. You've been in the system throughout. So it is not your persona that I'm attacking, madam. Yes, I'm attacking person. Nya wo na mani abre so eyadwuma no. Fire service mpeni for ye nipa boni saa de atre koma. E so mo ka anya feda. Mo ka fire service mpeni for na mo ka that tantan saa. Ka fu saa na ban toma mo. De bia mo tim distribution. Ka that distribution 1344 near the amamo. Na mo the flag went na mo de asiso. Na mo de nam kroma mo ye dede wo yasum. Ka phone I am ya tomamo muntminka Peter wo call fire service e so mo dispatch riders so moto phone a mo tesu fire service pe e na mo moto etimi say you go di shop 3 months near repair adamo ya ba o dispatch rider we fire 10 fire service wo mo dispatch rider near the solid tape at terrorist ya bandage te say obi a watoje mo okonongo. Nonsense. Na yakwa Jubilee House. Hey Baumia time. Yakwa Jubilee House. Ya wie Peter. Fire dispatch rider no. Oh come moto woman come on look me. Akwenti ho na ni asoja. Police for echo. Prison service de woman ya dispatch rider ma. Onkro mo ka na se mo ka wo mu kakra nto mo ko park e wachire ho. Prison service de wo mo bo. Prison service enye o. Etu unim fa Peter. Sa wo mu share service commanders ni share. Prison service wo mo park wo mo ka man police commander o. E kina nko na fa ya koye ke nkan wo mu. Etu wo mo park wo Jubilee House ase ho. We see ada wo na abandante ko. So other command service for in a pack. Fire service I feel now I feel I catch the police dispatch rider and say Kofa commander no I salute commander Gegra beya dispatch rider no the motor na say yes Jubilee House salute to the atitare Peter maybe show picture fire tender I say akakwem okodumja akakwem na fire officer on the fitted Audace and a living legends. Debbie ye. Yeni, Debbie Yehoa Beshe. Yami wo ho. Numsuo twan ope. A baby be wu na so nkwase akeka saa. Patch of a picture no to. A baby be wu na so de nyame ehira no da sani bia ntimi nse no se wuni ayi de ne akan we bum kwase be e de aguso na kwabra ne bre de okonsuo no ana gba ahina wo kwaso a wo kwawe apatehye so ahina na de bofoma ye ga tso wo ye ba bum apatehye na te wani so denye ebe yie ene so we am ponten enti say wo am ponten wo market be na ho no nye ketia tad wo mudum janu na dum madam have you apologized to the officers where are fitani na fire officer or the plywood kuras na also kura there na one fan man say ho plywood and odase or fix fire tender. Mami bremai kumasi bremai mam bremai fire we mami hwe we baby omote fire service for them ni we abonte wo koden he aha na omoda rubbish mon transfer kin mo ba kra mon transfer ni mro nu aso ye ni fa 10 na ye beje no ye pe no semfu akwa he we maybe a fire service 40 aha na omoni ha na fire service 40 atungon ritim yo nonsense fire service for aha na omudware fire service need them baby I didn't akwoto ni rubbish ya sorry na tibon kwaso bi ake cancer fo kroma say fire service for ni mo madwuma. Do you know what they go through? Do you have an idea what these officers go through? Police officers, immigration officers, custom officers, prison officers, Ghana forces, police officers. Do you know what they go through? Wait, man pontain, tender no esi wedro so. Fire tender no, why done woma or wo fufuo? Esi wedro so. Have you apologized to the people of this country, madam? But when yes, I'm a hammer by a neighbor, where I could find nonsense, no. When to me and talk one tender, I'm a fire service. Fire tender is you on. It's wedro so. Ya pack wedro, a good fire tender so, and it's you. Esi wedro so na Ghana for sorry na fire service for bedumja ya say ya power mabo minim fire tender ye ji e kawom ene de kin ordinary we dia ba ma mo awie ama ban foforo ba ma mo ina mo nya post enti kwato de ne bodwe ye nya ntre de ye nkum no kin be se me ye transfer omro nu studio ye pewo ye beje wo me ye fa nko class fm ye won beje wo sam fu akwa mo sam ani ewu so sam ani ewu mata de ekura enye fe mo uniform tantan ye kan kura no so kura munti mo fa service penny for mo kwa akoto uniform abrankrofo otwea omkoto uniform ne baaye no say na ye force fire service in the office I don't say show but when you condom pacho me bwa asem yensi wo krum ha wo don't say show bottom a no way you condom abroni apepia gum na hye wo bottom e kan asam che Ghana for am person betie. You have the effrontery to write this rubbish letter. Until Ufi said, you are demoralizing these officers. Morale no more kunu. Basic necessary because the fire service for rent allowance. Madam, have you apologized to them? Ghana for a fire officer now, Ijeto Ofi Obedum no. Baby otie ne dan ne rent allowance abantua ye. Afim nie. Almost 1 year. Abantua fire officer rent allowance. Have you apologized to them? Hey, me too na ntibi bosuinsia enso nwotwe ankru edu. Yesi entua meka. Me yekoto asew. Enti betra de bitia pempem. Se me kope kurase ni mi banche awe. Na me te ha twen wo. Bosuin nkunu edu du baako. Na metia na me dia na mpani fo ntua meka na me nko na me peka santina mte ha wo fire station bi tsaka GH boy to say we see the ho say we apatasha homachi no na not ya na 1 whole week na onko fie da na yire ni baby oni kunu wo ne ba ni baby ani kunu wo telephone komonko an omudie oko shift 1 whole week. Madam, have you apologized to these officers? And right, and then I saw said, right, me yes, cement man coming for pump paper pull out. No, I am ya. Me who message crana fe me raho. Me push show anama friend no. One wadi o pump paper ye. O pump paper on. Bibi ntia. And on wa se wa bere ntia. Kama hama mpon kon se san pump paper. Munima me catch them on ne. Because the MPP for the papa ne firm munu na nado na de buy afia de e be che na nado say ono ne kwaku asomani ene sa chief of army staff na omo fa na no genjina Akufo Addo achi no ade omo de papa we firm afia de anopa na nsa omo say opompe pra ya NDC ni afia yere so anomo afia no omo kwa chopa wahu opompe pra we say soldier for wo ho sesi abesi ne almost no problem. I buy for front na ban ya sesa pump paper ba omo hwe ade. Soldier for say see e hwe. Omo hwe de beba. Why? Ghana Fire Service company for ade. Hwe de way a dampare eye police headquarters na hwe mo de no. Nkoko brown. Oil paint office. Fire Service in penny for oil paint office. Nkoko brown. Oil paint. Uko Fire Service headquarters wa ntabo. And I'm full way na mutum di adwuma. Motumi apologize to officers all. Fire tender need fire training college. Okay? Oko fire office baby a training wo mbedum jana omuni fire tender dudum ja. Imagine there is fire. You know what dream say ja ho. Yes sir. Are you ready? Yes sir. Find the fire. Go. No mo do man no my almost say no. Madam, have you apologized to them? Ashanti Regional Minister Obesra say apologize. Ashanti Regional Minister. Me am new Frank Amoakohene obeka cho so here apology. No be am fa hin ko Ashanti Regional Minister. No can so apology. Muntaka, madam, obeka cho so apology. Nhwehwani mu Ghana fo ne nhwehwani mu. Oh, we dey on correct. Me na me ye. Nhwehwani mu. Ko pa chaw. Muntaka so pa chaw pa. Mahama ka cho say apology. Mahama wa sere wa apology. Se hunu saa na Ghana nipa ye. Nya de hia. Who apology bia be se ko mamponten ba ko no ye fese. Ko breman fire tender si waduro so ko apologize to fire officers no. Fire service did do her pump na apai no. Madam, are you apologizing? Pump na apai no. But one nsem phone nsem hunu saa. Ya ko kai say Captain Smart no ya. Ma no nya ya sese. Police for fire tender to so. Correct one original one Ghana ya kwa na yakoto China adakato abesia say fire tender. Wouldn't so gu ma de chi odun so te say ko fodun so. Me ka me ba ko fo ketekete nya me papa. Me ba ko fo ketekete. Say na John so kura ba no Ghana fire tender o pompe kura masa. When your friend fire tender, police are cutting for sound no to say. Well, fire tender.
Fairly standard pumper truck designed to transport crew, tools, water, and pumping capabilities to the scene of an incident. First, let's have a look around the exterior. Warning lights, designed to alert drivers for safe fire truck passage, can be changed to steady beams for proper scene illumination when arriving at a destination. The pump on this truck is located midship, though front or rear mount pumps are also possible. Ample rear storage compartments turn this rig into a mobile tool shed. There are folding steps on the back for roof access, where the hose bed, ladders, and more tools reside. Coming around to the front, there's an electronic speaker for various warning sounds, a pre-connected hose for quick access when responding to smaller incidents like trash or car fires. There are loud air horns that can sound as needed by the driver, and a federal Q siren, which is a mechanical device that produces the classic familiar wailing sound. Now, let's go into more detail, starting with the pump. Some pumps have manual controls for every task, especially older pump models. The intake pressure gauge is a compound gauge, meaning it can show values below atmospheric pressure, or vacuum conditions, when sucking water up from a pool or mobile tank, or positive pressure when connected to a pressurized source. Engine temperature, RPMs, fuel, and oil pressure are monitored. There's a manual engine throttle knob to control engine speed. A master pressure gauge shows how much pressure the pump is producing combined with existing pressure from any incoming water supply. Various smaller pressure gauges keep track of the many outlets located around the truck, with their corresponding pull handles or levers to open or close specific outlets. There are knobs to divert some water for engine and pump cooling, as well as pump primer controls. The tank filler knob allows incoming water to enter the built-in tank. There's an air chuck connected to an onboard air compressor. A nearby radio and speaker provides communication to the pump operator, since they may not be able to see the fire scene from this side of the truck. Supplying sufficient water pressure to any number of outlets from varying supply sources is a difficult job that requires constant monitoring. So, pumper trucks may have different levels of automation to aid the pump process. A digital panel can automatically monitor engine vitals while also altering engine speed to keep pump pressure constant. Electrically controlled valves can automatically adjust to keep pressure at desired levels for specific outputs. And some of the newest systems are highly automated, allowing a crew member to divert attention to other firefighting tasks. This particular pump is a centrally located midship design. It's powered by the diesel engine through the drive shaft. Every minute, allow for quick access from either, which would make a hand line too difficult to control. A smooth-bore nozzle can be attached for range, or a fog nozzle to create a heat barrier, for example. The master stream is so powerful that it's generally not safe for use while fire crews are inside a structure. There are additional inlets and outlets on the other side of the pump, as well as the front and rear of the apparatus. An onboard water tank is situated at the back of the truck. It can hold 1,000 gallons of water. However, even a smaller hand line hose might deplete the supply in 8 to 10 minutes. The master stream would empty the tank in 1 to 3 minutes. The tank delivers an instant water supply, but crews will be hooking up to a fire hydrant for anything more than small trash or car fires. The interior of the tank is divided into sections with baffle walls to tame the sloshing water as the truck travels to and from an incident. Moving away from the pump, let's examine the rear storage area. Emergency response vehicles carry tools for the many different incidents they respond to. This truck has a basic tool selection to give you the general idea. Starting on the driver's side, there are assorted hose couplings and nozzles, and a concrete saw with gear and tool bags. The middle compartment has respirator masks, a so-called fireman's axe with the standard chopping blade on one side and a pointed instrument on the other for digging or prodding. A fireman's maul, which combines a hammer surface with a bladed side and a hook in the handle. A standard sledgehammer, and a pair of bolt cutters. The last compartment has SCBA, meaning self-contained breathing apparatus, oxygen tanks, and harnesses. There are ABC extinguishers. The letters signify oil extinguishers. On top S is 6 portable reservoir that other pumper trucks can draft from. Now let's head to the front of the apparatus, inside the cab.
It's Ghana for Patro Sapphire Tender will be Okruba. I be a Srogana Jana through every coasija. It's Swana what tender Munuma may catch us. I can say a Pompea. Every 10 minutes, between 1 minute and 5 minutes. That's and until you fire, you hydrant. Say, bang every huge installation be a ama ye pensua ye nyanentem e de aye. Eye de hia ni. Ye njai kokwa nanse agro die wo krum ha. Ghana pen obi ye boss a obi aye ne tamfo. Ubedi fire officer undi na wotwe miensa. What try apology letter? And they would dear Fedi and what is unwiable bed? When the tree is which apology letter? Next, when you say, but what I'm saying is that, Ken, it means you are doing something better. Me. 2013, 14, 15, 16, yes, me NDC. Dem MPPD ema me ka akura wo si multimedia ni mu ye beto bobo mu say pachra ye ko report ye be si na ye huni po ye afei ye be do 2021 22 23 24 me free MPP my NDC me pe it means I'm doing something relevant. King, let them transfer you after all what papon. Jebe JB na beka ponchi is a good. JB bra 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 father akado. Say hunu sa. Say hunu sa. Adey. Fire officers what be no my. Ya say police, ya say immigration, ya say prison service, ya say fire service, ya say bibia. Ghana pena hunu sa soja ni nam kwan so na kom de so no kutatu. Kom de.
Dera who's Jacka you
Pokwasema
no Perez you know so
sorry no mupia ah so Jacka there say Ghana had a car so Jacka kwani
mupia can say see me na as well we can say you know say
can you imagine can you imagine
now mukuta abo no mode kwakoto ka chalk obo ye soja car fa yes yes me many tia gadi ba o ze go for muni magrodi ukotwa mo video ahia no mo abo video mo di ko we na be twa mo go baby person bia
why madam withdraw that your excuse my French that useless apology letter withdraw it. It's rubbish. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add anything. No, that apology letter, in fact, I'm very ama.
No,
okay, sir. Said the king here did Numja. Apology letter, the Dumja.
They have exposed themselves to ridicule. Almost system.
Are they?
I'm only fire tender. Monkana to be farmer so said, "Searching." It is a Komoko and more helicopter than Dukodun Ghana. Na meka
elementa
helicopter me kam ma me de
elementa wo da ukra de wani mire
na me se so mu obi e na ko di kodum jana se na kasa ze mu ba
breathing apparatus na kodum jana de show hene na wusi anko mu ko mu ni bi
oxygen no
o de ataka helicopter elementa